Hey guys, welcome back. So, in the spirit of our past videos with the Huda Nude, the Nubian 2, the ABH Sultry, I'm gonna stick to that theme right now, and we are gonna play in, well, I'm gonna do my best to make this happen, but a two-faced face. And we have a whole bunch of peach products. I do love their peach line. It's definitely one of my favorites. So that is what we are gonna do today. Now, I don't have a Too Faced primer, so because my skin is nice and hydrated and plump, I'm gonna go in with some Wet n Wild Cucumber Water Drop Primer. I'm gonna stick with it because I'm going in with such a matte foundation. I want to be as hydrated as humanly possible. That's why I do love how full in coverage this foundation is. Y'all, it's matte. Like, it's, ooh, buddy, is it matte? Okay. So I'm gonna take our Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. I only use 2 pumps, like that's how serious this foundation is. All right, and now with this foundation, I really have to take the time to blend because it is a very, very matte. Like, the coverage is there, as you can see. It is nice, but it is matte. Like, it cancels out my face. So we're gonna fast forward through this, but there's a lot of blending involved. Okay. Wow, that is not even dry yet, and we are mattified. All right, so I'm gonna take some Tarte concealer. I really like going in with this particular concealer with this foundation because the foundation is so matte that I feel like this just adds some needed hydration. Okay. And I will say this. If you have a problem with scents, stay away from Too Faced, like, chocolate collection, their peach collection, their melon collection, because they are all, I'm just smelling pure peach right now. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I smell like a fruit. All right, now that we are nice and blended, I'm gonna go in with my Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder, again from Too Faced. If you want a really good foundation that's like medium coverage, natural finish, the Born This Way line by them is amazing. I haven't tried the concealer, but I used to have the foundation and I loved it. It's amazing. And I decided to step out of my comfort zone and try the peach, and I like it. I just don't reach for it that often because it is so matte, but it's not super heavy, so that's good. All right, I'm just gonna go through and make sure there's no creasing under my eye before I go in and set my under eye here. while I do like this setting powder, it claims to be translucent. Claims to be translucent. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. With a like natural finish, like the entire Born This Way line is. I feel like if anything, it is just, it's also super mattifying. And it doesn't matter what foundation I use it over, it just always feels so matte. But it's a great setting powder. Now that I'm looking very flat and one-dimensional, I'm gonna take a tapered fluffy blending brush here, and I'm gonna go into my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I'm trying to remember why I don't reach for this that often anymore. And I'm having a really hard time remembering why. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with my beauty sponge here. Now we got to do brows. I almost like totally skipped over brows. We are going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Brownie brow pencil. I'm going to do my brows and I will be right back. Okay, so we're back from brows. I remembered why I stopped reaching for this. It's not awful. It's just, it can be hard to work with because the tip gets dull and it's like an angle. I'll show you. So the tip that's the wrong one. The tip gets kind of dull and it dries out kind of quickly. And this is what it looks like. So it's just, but that's how much product is left. And I've been using this for a hot minute. So you get a lot of product for the price. And like, I think the price is like $30. But like at the same time, you can get other products. But the color matches me nicely. So, all right, now let's move on to the star of the show. I will say the one thing I do really enjoy about Too Faced products, their packaging. It's nice. And they spend a lot of time with their products, and you can tell. My only complaint, and I had this issue with the Bon Bon palette, and I got rid of it, is I feel like it doesn't fully close, so air gets in there and dries out the products quicker. But again, that might just be me. Okay, so I'm gonna take a blending brush here, and I'm gonna go into White Peach to kind of dust all over my eye, because we do have concealer on there. I feel like I reached for this palette one time and then called it a day. I don't remember why, because the color story is definitely up my alley. I'm sure I'll remember why once we get further into it. All right, so I'm gonna go into Georgia as our initial transition shade. And I'm gonna see where that takes us. Okay. Like the pigment's there, like this is a pale pink, so I don't exactly expect it to be like boom in your face. But the pigment's there, it's just very powdery. Yeah, I really can't remember why I stopped using this. All right, let's go into Puree. this nice brown right here and just put that under Georgia. Okay, I'm starting to remember why I stopped reaching for this palette. All right, as you can see, the pigment is broken up. Like here, it doesn't want to blend for some reason. And then on this eye, it's just patchy as can be. Okay, that's gonna be it for the transition shades. Okay, let's go into Peaches and Cream and pop that on the lower lash line. I'm gonna go into Bless Her Heart. I'm gonna put that on the lower lash line as well. I remember why I don't like this palette now. So Bless Her Heart's supposed to be green. It doesn't look green. This is not what's coming up on my eye. I'm gonna try to salvage this. I will say, I'm just so happy I decided to keep powder on my face because the fallout from that one shade is ridiculous. Like, all right there. So, all right. We're gonna take a flat brush. We're gonna move on. We're gonna take a flat brush. We're gonna go into Georgia. Okay, just in the event this doesn't want to show up either, I'm showing you how much I put on the brush. I'm gonna pop that on the outer, yeah, okay. I'm gonna pat that on the outer corner here. Okay, same brush, I'm gonna go into, same brush, I'm gonna go into Just Peachy. Just look how powdery that is though. I feel like I'm getting more product all over my desk than I am on my face, just saying. All right, so I'm gonna put Just Peachy on the center of my lid. That's pretty. That is a very, very pretty shade. So is that though? I'm gonna take Bellini, this shade. It looked really dark in the pan, but when I swatched it on my finger just now, ridiculous. Ooh, that's pretty. Here's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna get a nice angled brush like this. I'm gonna go back into Bellini and I'm gonna try to pop that on the inner corner of my lower lash line and see if I can maybe, that lower lash line is looking rough. I'm leaning towards this Talk Derby to me, but I'm kind of scared to dip into it. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just gonna press it on my not one of my better ideas. We're gonna put that down. In fact, we might just put that in the trash because that is... I would hate to keep a palette for like 4 shades. That's just awful. Okay, that part was my own fault. Thinking I could do a liner with that palette because it's just so powdery. I'm gonna go into the Sweet Peach Glow Kit and dip into the bronzer and just kind of hit certain spots of my face. I usually do not reach for a glowy bronzer, so I'm being very careful about where I place this. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into the blush. So this is the bronzer. You can see it's very shiny. This is the blush. The blush I love. Y'all see me reach for this palette a lot. On the highlight, it's not my favorite thing on the planet, but it's also not the worst thing on the planet. Okay. I'm gonna pop on some Better Than Sex mascara. I have used it in the past, but this is supposed to be like the best thing on the planet. I like it, but I'm not in love with it. I think I would stick with my Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes personally. Let's just finish off the eyes real quick. I'm gonna go in with the highlighter from the Glow Kit and just pop that on my inner corner. A little bit on my nose. Okay. Now, I have 2 lippies from the Peach collection. I have He's With Me, which is a stunning red. And then I have Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Oil Lip Gloss in the shade Pure Peach. I'm gonna go in with the lip gloss. I don't want to put red lipstick on today. I do not have the Sweet Peach setting spray. I used to. This is the only thing I'm going to talk crap about, and I have a very good reason. I was super excited to get that setting spray. So excited. No lie. I love peach. I love everything peach. When I got that setting spray, I made this mistake of trying it before I had to be at work. Now, when I do my makeup, I literally do my makeup and then leave for work. So when I got this setting spray and I tried it, give it a fair shot, it left little white spots all over my face. Like I looked like a reverse Dalmatian. I had little white spots everywhere. And the worst part is I didn't notice till after I got to work. So I was walking around with white spots. Honestly, it looked like tiny little whiteheads all over my face. No, that's just a huge no for me. So, and I did everything I could. I shook it, so I tried it again, and I shook it. When I tell you I'm walking around my house with my makeup done, finishing getting ready for work, doing this number for about 10 minutes, sprayed it, thought it looked good, waited for it to dry, tiny little white spots everywhere. So, I threw that away because Sephora wouldn't let me return it because it was a gift, and because that person did not, what's the word I'm looking for? Have an account with them. My mom got it for me, and she didn't have an account with them at the time, and she had thrown away the receipt. When I tell you, I was so mad. I didn't go to Sephora for like 2 weeks because the peach collection is only available at Sephora. So me and Sephora were not friends for a minute. We still aren't very good friends right now because they would not let me return that god-awful setting spray. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly spritz my face. With some hydrating spray because, again, I have a very matte face on my face right now. Now, let's talk. I don't really remember why I stopped reaching for this. Maybe it's because I got the Anastasia bronzer. It is a beautiful bronzer. It blends amazingly, and it looks pretty natural. This, y'all see me reach for all the time. The foundation, I do love. It just, you gotta take your time with it. This angers me to no end because there's so much fallout and the shades don't blend that well, but I don't want to get rid of it, and I hate to keep it for just a few shimmers. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I don't even have the box. I can't walk into Sephora and be like, can you take this back, please? Because this is awful. Yeah, so I don't know. Too Faced, if you happen to see this video, what is this crap? It's just powdery and the fallout goes everywhere. And like, this is supposed to be green. There's nothing green about this. It looks like mud. But some of the shimmers are so pretty. Like, come on, that's just pretty. And that's pretty. And that's pretty. And that's, like, the shimmers are great. The mattes, though. Alright, well. I'm gonna stop. I do love this lip oil, though. I like to put it on at night. Tastes like peach. It smells like peach. It's nice. But that is it for today. I'm gonna go ahead and go. If you want to see more videos like this, I have a whole bunch of palettes I'm diving into that I don't really reach for anymore. And we're going to figure out why I don't really reach for them anymore. Like, the ones I love that I don't really reach for anymore are in my view. Like my Jaclyn Hill, my Nubian 2, my Huda Nude, my ABH Sultry, of course my Blood Sugar, but I reach for that. And then I have a lot more palettes on this side. So this is going to be a whole series of things I don't really reach for and why I don't really reach for them. We're going to find out because I don't even know. I don't even know what I have. I literally didn't even plan on filming this video today. I was going to play with the Vault collection and try to remember why I stopped reaching for that because I was so excited to get that. But, so, that is today's video. I'm sorry, I keep looking over at this peach palette and it just angers me. because people like me, like, spend their hard-earned money, like, for trash. Like, this is trash. I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.